Hello everyone, welcome to my DBT Data Builder Tool course. Today I'm going to talk about snapshots. So what is snapshots? Snapshots in DBT are often referred to the look back in time at the previous data states. So the updated or current data is very important, but historic data, how the data changes, is also important to us. For example, we have that the order status, which is the first is pending and then to change it to shipped. So when you look at this latest table, you only see the shipped data. Then the pending data is gone, right? So, but if you want to know how this order status change from that pending, like paid, shipped, how it transits, then it's time for snapshot. Snapshot will tell you all these historical changes. I'm going to show you how to use this snapshot. Like here, so snapshot is just also create another SQL script in this snapshot folder. And with this, the similar like macros template. So in macro, we just start with macro, but here we just start with snapshot and end with end snapshot. And here in this configuration is how means to decide how we do the snapshot. It is like here, it will put the snapshot in this target database and this target schema. And then what is the unique key? Unique key, it is the primary key, which the snapshot used to identify the unique or primary record. And the strategy, we have the two strategy. One is timestamp, which is very good for that the time-driven event. And also the other one is just check. So check is normally, for example, if I want to check monitor specific columns, if the value at that specific columns changed, I want to create snapshot. I want to know the history states for that column. So here, I will show you that for the strategy about timestamp and updated. If you use that timestamp strategy, then you need to have a column which is timestamp. Here, this column is used updated time. So this updated column, in this example, it will once this column changed, then this orders, it will create a snapshot. Okay, let's create some data source for this example. So here, I just randomly create this data. Just there's no any confidential sensitive data. Those data are just randomly created. So we have that order ID, customer ID, amount, order status, and updated ad. This column. You don't need to call this column as updated ad. You can call it any column name, what you like. Let's say we just call it updated time. All right. So here, so we will save as CSV, and then here, then in the Snowflake, we just import this create this table. So make sure we have some like data for demo. Let me just create this one. Table name, I call it orders, TB orders. Okay, let's make some minor change for the column type. This order ID, I would like to use that the varchar, and the timestamp, we just use the timestamp here, updated time, then just load. Okay, cool, it's successful. And we can see data here. So then the next step, let's create, I think our source for here. So we will use this payments. We have this source definition here. So we just needed to add another one. What's the name for that? That is called, it is DBT demo public schema, and also table name is TB orders. Okay. And then save. Now we have that the source defined for this one. And then the next, we can copy this one, just copy this template, and we also call it orders snapshot. Okay, let's create a file here, and I call it orders snapshot. Right, and paste the script here that make some minor change. So the target database, we want to also put the date in this same database. DBT demo and target snapshot. Oh, that's target schema. We will not use public. Let's use the snapshots here. And what's the unique ID? So unique ID in here, it is just order ID. So let's change it to order ID. And the strategy, we use the timestamp. And what's the column for this timestamp change? It is I think updated time, right? So we use this column, updated time. Okay, and select it from the source. What's the source defined? We have here, let's look in this way. So source, it is the source name, payments, and the name is here. So now we defined the snapshot. Okay. So once we define the snapshot, we can run the DBT snapshot. That will create initial data, which will be the same, should be the same as that the this TB orders, but it will add some additional column to check that about the snapshot. Let's run DBT snapshot. Completed successfully. Let's go to refresh. Okay, cool. We see this in the snapshots schema, and we say this order snapshot, the table name. Let's check this data. So all the ID customized, all those are the same till updated time. All those are the exact same until we find we got some other additional like DBT snapshot, like ID DBT updated at DBT valid from 2. So valid from, this is the timestamp, which is exactly the same as the updated time, and valid 2 means right now. And now is right now, so it is the latest data. So next, let's manually make some change for this orders table and see how this snapshot works. Let's go to make the change to that. We can create a new, okay, what's table? Table in public tables. So let's first check data. Data from original table. So select from that is a DBT demo dot public dot what's table TV orders. Let's say limit 10 first. Okay, we are seeing here. Let's manually change this one like 0005, the amount 2536, right? Let's make this change. So update data from original table. Update this table where order ID equals 0005. That's a set we update that the no matter we update amount, no, order status. That's this one, order status. Okay, for 005, this order status is paid. Let's change it to shipped. And we also set updated time equals current timestamp. Okay, let's run this one. Okay, number rows updated here. Let's check this one again. That's the so we now see that the order status is already shipped, but let's check that the original snapshot data from snapshot it goes to that the ordered snapshots, so that it is snapshots and table name it is order snapshots with order ID here. Let's run this one. It's still the older status paid, right? So why didn't change it? Because we didn't run DBT snapshot again after we change it. So after we change it, updated this record, we need to run the DBT snapshot. Then we will issue then the DBT will create a snapshot for this record. Okay, let's verify to run this one, DBT snapshot. Cool, it is successful. Then let's go back to here to run this again. Okay, it didn't show up, and it turns out it's a failed example. So why? What's the reason for this failed example? Is because this updated time. You see, this updated time right now, current timestamp, it is 16. So, like for in my original data, is 19, which is newer than this current timestamp. So that's why I didn't make another one. Let me make I think this let me make this change to here, and we can reload data again. Okay. Go to the database. So let's clean this data. Let's drop this data first. Drop this one. And also we can drop this orders. And let's reload data. We go to TB orders again. Change it. Why it's still a 19? Did we change it? 1 second. Okay, 01. Cool. So we just reload data. Load data, and also I just only change this updated time to that previous day. Make sure it is not like newer than the current timestamp. Okay, then let's go back to here. We run the DBT snapshot. Then we should see that the first initial data over there. Okay, it's successful. I should be able to see the snapshot as we see before. Here, right? We see this data preview, and all data is previous as before. I need added some additional columns. So right now, let's go back to here. We change this data. Okay, let's say I don't know what is 05 right now. Let's update. Let's check what's the data right now. So it's the amount 463, and also the status, all the status paired. And we also check it from here in the snapshot. It is the same, right? So then let's go to update it this time. Update it to change the order status to shipped. Okay, and then let's verify from this original table. It should change it to the latest status changed to shipped. Yes, this is shipped. And we also verify here they should keep as paired, because we didn't run the DBT snapshot, so it's the paired. Okay, cool. This is what we expected. After we run that the DBT snapshot, it should create another record. DBT snapshot. Okay, cool. Let's go check this again. Now we see two records. So the latest record is the first record, and the history data is the records below this latest record. And if we go to here, so this is the DBT valid 2 is the time when we change. This data, this time is exactly the same as this one. So and if this now is the latest, means if this is now, that means this is the latest record. Keep changing this one, and then the snapshot will keep adding all the history records here. For example, we change this one maybe again. I'll change it like completed, closed. Okay. we change this one to closed. And for the latest one, original record, I should already change it to closed, right? And so we run the, if we run the DBT snapshot, it is successful. And if we goes to here, you see we see another 2 history records, and this is the latest one. Okay, this is how that we use the timestamp strategy to create a snapshot. Like I said, there's another strategy that you can use, like use the check, like here. So once you use the check, it will use check. It will check this the columns that is defined in this check columns. Okay, that's I will create another example to show you how this strategy works for the snapshot. Check strategy, that's use the same example here for the orders. So right now we are using that the timestamp. Let's change it to the check, and we will use the. But if we use the check, then we just copy check columns here. So, okay, if we want to, for example, we want to monitor the amount, this one, the amount column, because for sometimes that the update, we have some like table which it doesn't have like timestamp column, and it always that the timestamp column was changed as that the record changing. So in this example scenario, we want to just we want to monitor that the amount change for the orders. So that's create, we call this one also order snapshot. We just change the strategy, and okay, that goes to here. For this one, I will say let's check this one. So the amount is 463. And for here, I will just change the amount to 666, and we back because I don't want to update the updated time here. And also for this same ID, we just update. Then for this one, it still shows 3. Cool. 463. And after we run the DBT snapshot, and then check the snapshot again. Okay, now we see that the latest amount and the order status for it is in the first latest record. Okay, as you can see here, we use the unique ID as order ID. So because this table order ID is just a primary key for this table. But what if that we don't have that like only one column for the primary key? The primary key is combined by several multiple columns. What should we do? Okay, then next example I will show you using this check or using the different multiple columns as unique key. So here I have another example data, which is, we call the TB scores. User ID. It has 3 columns: user ID, class ID, score. So user ID is not a primary key. Class ID is not. Only the combination of the user ID plus class ID can be the unique key. So then what should we do here? Okay, then let's go to do the same like demo for you for this one. First, let's create a data source. So we just create another data source here. Maybe we just call the classes public, and what's the name? We just use the, to be simple, we'll just use the TB scores here. One table, TB scores. So right now we create another data source, and then let's create another snapshot file. We call it scores snapshot, and we can just copy of them here and then make some minor change. Called scores snapshot, and okay, there's no as I said, there's no unique ID, unique column for this unique key. This combination, the user ID plus class ID. So I would say that's make a unique ID that's called score ID here, and we want to check that the score. Let's double check the name. The score, okay, user ID class ID here. We want to monitor the score change, and the team source is classes and TB scores. Okay, so here that can make a change here. Here is there where we will create combination. Let's select that is the user ID. This one is just to like link, combine the different column as together. We use this one to connect, and then the class ID. So we use this one as this, what we call a score ID here, and we also selected the user ID, class ID, right, and also score. So we create another one. And let's say from this database, snapshot, we only have one table, right? Refresh table, only have one table. So we just create another snapshot. Let's create DBT snapshot. So as time going, we might have a lot of snapshot. We might, so this time we will only do the snapshot for this new one we created. We just create a select which one? Scores snapshot. Scores snapshot. Yes. Okay, this is successful. We should be see the initial snapshot for this scores table. Yeah, let's see here. Let's take the preview, and except that this one, we also have an additional date column here. This is exactly the same as before. Now we make some change. Similar here, if we make some change here to the table. So let's make some change. Was table a table for the TB scores, and we set that the score what's the original score? Sorry, let's do some check some data here right now, because I cannot remember quite. Need a 10. So we check the data right now. We have the user ID, correct ID. Okay, that's maybe change the second one. Okay, set time user 02 class 01, right? So let's update. We set that the score right now is 94. Let's change the scores to 90. And where the user ID is user 02 and class ID is class 01. So since we only change this only one record, so it should after the make snapshot, and they only make that the snapshot for this record. Let's make a change. Okay, one updated, and then let's double check this one. Yes, we make it 90, right? And so once we run the DBT snapshot, it should create the record for this one in the snapshot. We should see, let's go to here. We check the data. So let's check data from snapshot. The snapshot, so what is the snapshots, shots and table scores snapshot, and user ID 02. Let's see. Right, we have it here. The first original data 94, then we change the 90. 90 is the latest data. Okay, here's I just showed you how to use different strategy, check, and also timestamp to do the snapshot. So most of the time we use the timestamp as our strategy. And I'll also show you for the unique ID, if we don't have that the only one column for the unique ID key, what should we do? So then we can manually generate the unique key by combining different expression. Thanks for watching.